basically based on true events in my life. Me and O been talking for a few years just about life, principle, parenting, everything, and I had the.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. So, Chainz co-wrote and executive produced a short film titled Red Clay, which premiered at the Atlanta Film Festival. The film, directed by Christopher Nolan, delves into the story of a teenager named Nook growing up in Atlanta and facing a challenging environment. The film explores the realities of growing up in Atlanta, specifically in the context of the city's Olympic-era displacement, the Black Mafia family influence, and the rise of trap music. Red Clay highlights the struggles of everyday people, particularly a teenager named Nook, as he navigates his mother's drug addiction and the dangers of his environment.
My nigga, that's good money.
God will do it. God will do it. God will do it.
Good money, man.
Two of my favorite people, man. We got 2 Chainz. We got Omar Epps in the building.
Yes, sir. Legends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. How you brothers doing, man?
Doing good, man.
Good, man. Good.
Oh shit, they got gang up in this motherfucker. All right.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all, man?
What's good?
Oh, I miss you.
Miss you too, man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We ain't seen
You don't come around. What's up, man?
I think O might have been one of our very first guests here.
Yeah. Pretty early, yeah.
For real?
Good old days.
Came over here, had lunch, chill.
Yeah.
In this space.
Because he was over there first. He came over there, and then he was the first one here.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up with you, man?
Good. Life is good, man. You know, God is good. So
Chain's long overdue up here.
Yeah.
They say Joe wouldn't let me.
Yeah, last time I seen Chainz, I came to him.
Yeah.
I came to Atlanta.
For the pull-ups here, right?
And then we was gonna have you and Alchemist and Larry June up here, but then
And we should have, because that's one of the best albums this year.
I know, but it was crowded in that.
I was at the release party over in BK.
Yeah,
Had a good time.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I enjoyed working on that project.
release party and where?
in Brooklyn.
And where?
BK, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we got to start claiming our niggas back. If you from BK and Clips is from the Bronx.
Oh wait, you from Brooklyn?
Nah. I'm from Brooklyn.
No, you know New York, Atlanta. You know I've been in my Yo Kid bag all day. He ain't been like, you know what I'm saying? He been feeling something all. So when I get here, they say you in Jersey.
Yeah.
I told him, no offense, but I thought all this, you know what I'm saying?
Same
you know what I'm saying?
He says like the Bronx. I'm like,
But I said it with my fake little East Coast accent, so it triggered him a little bit. It triggered him a little bit. He just triggered. That's all.
Wait, you said this looks like the Bronx?
I don't know what look like what. It's what I'm really trying to get to. I don't know, like, how do you know this is Queens, or how do you know? I've been to Harlem enough times to kind of recognize, but I really, I'm from the South, obviously. I don't spend enough time. I mean, Times Square looks like Times Square,
of course,
stuff like that. I'm not, ignorant, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't.
You're not all the way.
I wouldn't know the difference between like Brooklyn and Bronx. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Don't be upset at me.
You're not all the way
Queens
wrong.
That's like us. We think when we go to Georgia, we think all that shit in Atlanta.
Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna say something.
We do. They're like, no, nigga, you in Decatur, you in nigga, we in Atlanta. I don't know nothing.
Same exact thing, bro.
So I get
same exact thing.
Tell us about the movie.
Word.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Red Clay.
Well, we here on the behalf of the short film that we shot last year. It's called Red Clay. It's a 20-minute film / proof of concept that I put together with the help of it's my story that I haven't. I never talked about it in songs or even in interviews, and it's basically based on true events in my life. Me and O been talking for a few years just about life, principle, parenting, everything, and I had to move. And you know how, like, if you be around, Ice Cube, 50 Cent, or whoever that does it, you don't want to. When you have these ideas, you think like, this is somebody I can get this idea to. So me being on the phone with I didn't want to come off like I'm sure plenty of people have, even though he's a cousin of mine. So I was like, I found this little window of opportunity. We were talking about something in the TV space, and I said, I've been writing a script. And he said, man, send it over, cuzzo, let me check it out. And when he sent it back, I realized that my script was like written very poorly and was kind of trash. And he kind of showed me the format. And then we started building it from there. And, you know, I invested into it, used my mother-in-law's house, you know, it was hard to put that much information in 20 minutes, but it worked for us. And so now we're on like a festival run where I can't really I want to you know, open wide and put it on YouTube or something like that. But right now we're on a festival run and actually trying to get in the eye of the nominees at the Oscars and that type of stuff, because it's that
doing it the right way and not our nigga music way.
Yeah, no. It exceeds expectations. I'm very pleased with the product that I have, and it's tangible. It's not like me just coming up here talking about what you know, what's hypothetical. I have something. I went to festivals already. I've started to win awards already, so I'm very confident in the space that I'm in right now.
What's the story?
Well, not to give the story away, it's a vulnerable part, and I would like to say kind of embarrassing part of my childhood coming up. And, you know, as far as like rappers, in my opinion, we always trying to outstruggle each other, out poverty each other, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's all about trauma porn, and I ain't really trying to starve nobody, you know what I'm saying? This is a real story from a real place that it took me to, I'm in my, you know, mid-40s to even try to put it out artistically. So that's what it is. It's about family. It's about addiction. It's about my mom, she's over here now. She'll be 75 next week.
God bless you.
She don't look like what she been through. You know what I'm saying? She don't look like what she's been through. So for us to be on, I like to call it the other side of the mountain, it's more of a celebration. And so Red Clay, we've had several meetings about turning into a series, and that's where the soundtrack comes in at with the music that I'm dropping on the first. The soundtrack is the mood board and the titles for the series for the first season that we're working on right now.
Okay.
So I'm in the future. I might be a little bit. I told, I ain't know what the hell we was doing till yesterday. So I'm out here shopping, trying to get my stuff. I ain't know. They told me super late, but I'm open and I'm ready for it, and I'm excited about what the future brings, and it keeps me in my creative space. And I'm in a space now where I want to take creative risks. You know, I can use my own money. You know how I go. I would like to use relationships too, because that helps, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But if I have to invest in myself, I'm willing to do that as well. Oh, Joe,
This is the joint.
Joe, this put you on the road after you heard this.
They came in here and then they had a conniption. We got to come out with this shit.
Yeah, so not the same.
Let this ride for a minute.
Shout out to Neo.
You got a good Neo too. A good Neo.
A good Neo.
See.
It's funny, this whole first verse could be 20 minutes. Word.
Wow.
So it's interesting hearing y'all. I'm interested to see how y'all did the time here. This and another joint from this you put out before this, where you do with some rapping being done. Speak to me about the difference between how you approach the Larry June Alchemist project with how you approaching the music for this.
The Larry June Alchemist project for me was something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Man, anytime we've had a conversation, it's been more about my rapping side of what I like to do, as opposed to obviously the trap side that's worked for me, that I benefited from, I have tour history from, I have super fans from, but it's something that I can do. I won't say easily, but it's something that I can do in my sleep. I really, you know what I'm saying? And so and high level raps too, but now in my life, I think it's about showing growth, maturation, and also having some type of substance. And so when I did the project with Alchemist and obviously Larry June, it was more lifestyle driven, you know what I'm saying? Current lifestyle driven. As opposed to the soundtrack, when you talk about Not the Same and some of these titles, I Thought You Loved Me, Deadbeat Moms, and things of this nature, it kind of deals with maybe, I mean, these are still current events very much, but it deals with maybe the earlier
Evergreen,
2 Chainz type of stuff, you know what I mean? And with the song with the Isley Brothers, the ATL Experience, it talks about
that one with the flip of the sample.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the Isley Brothers one.
Yeah. So that would be the music bed, and that is a part of, you know, every one of the series. And so this is me stepping out on faith, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to skip the line, you know what I'm saying. I don't have do any extra calling. I try to submit everything like I'm supposed to do. I'm learning lessons. We got denied from one because I was like a minute longer, but you know the last minute was actually like the credits. So we just have to figure out how to move in certain spaces, and I'm just happy that I got up this morning.
Oh, you as a I'm sure you get a lot of people who are celebrities who got projects. Everybody got a script. Everybody got an idea.
Exactly.
How do you decide what's good? I'm sure you've seen every kind of script now at this point. Like, how do you decide what to actually put your time in, to put your support behind? Because it can't just be the homie, because homie's got bad scripts.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's about what you connect to, and why. And I think like space and time is important as well in terms of, you know, I don't move for the money. You know that. Like, it don't move me. It don't mean I got billions of dollars, but it just has never moved me. You know what I mean? I move off of something different, and so, you know, when, as Chainz said, like, you know, we having our normal conversations about life, and, you know what I'm saying, God, and just whatever, and you know, when he brought this up to me, I'm like, yeah, take a look at it. It wasn't nothing on it. I just, well, hey, I think I got a skillful eye that could kind of lead you in the right direction at least. And then when I, you know, saw what it was about, and we had more conversations, it started to really resonate in a way with me that I felt that this was necessary. This story, it is based on true pun intended
Based on the true story.
You know what I'm saying? But it's so powerful to me, not just the story, but in a sense, not in the fictional part of it. In real life, we see the result. We see the other side of the coin. As I said, Mama Love is here with us. Everyone is prospering, family's good. So no matter where you are in life, no matter what your current circumstances may be, there's a pathway forward. And so Red Clay represents all of this. It's so much, it's just so layered. So to your question, it's about what you connect to, you know what I'm saying? And what you're willing to put forth. For me, it was just like, I told, yo, how can I be of service? That's all it was about, you know what I mean?
It's fire.
Where'd the title come from?
That has a lot of layers too. Obviously, Georgia is known for red clay. You know what I'm saying? And we always say we coming from the mud. We talk about red clay molding. So, you know, ultimately, that's an idea old thought would go. And it was cool to get a perspective from outside. Because when we write together, it's funny because Ola put some New York shit in there, and I'll be like,
Why you say that?
I'll be like, that's all. I'm like, man, we wouldn't say no shit like that. Like, bro, he had this thing where he was like, I never forget it.
Oh, here we go.
That man had that thing in there where he walk up on him, he say, man, you got some food, man? I'm famished as fuck. I said, I tell him then, man, look, the man is not gonna know what famished means. We sit up in the studio, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put him down. We sit up in the studio. We got this little reading, and I'm looking at chemistry with the actors I may use. He get up that motherfucker, man. I'm famished. So I don't even know what it means. Bro, just say I'm hungry as fuck, bro. That's all you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So it be that little stuff that is like, you know, I'm sure when I help him with some New York shit, he gonna get me. But right now, it's
Nah,
not.
see, but
I
I'll
don't think
tell
New York
you too.
niggas know what that means.
Yeah, but
New York.
but the process, right?
Yeah,
like the
nah, it's
dialogue
dope. Yeah.
doesn't really, you know, when you get it out your head, it's really just about getting what the meaning of that moment is for. And then like when we was on set, it was a lot of that. It was like, no. You know,
but he
say it
got
your
it.
way, like
Yeah, no,
whatever.
he get it.
You know what I mean?
He get it now.
Yeah.
He get it. He spent time in the hood. He gets it.
Hey, with a goddamn.
He gets it now. He gets it.
Where would you like to see this project end up ultimately?
Well, we, like I said, we've been taking meetings or whatever. So right now we're in the middle of picking out a showrunner, and then we about to
launch a series.
Yeah, we launching a series. So I ain't
So I
trying to
can't
say
ask-
who got the
Yeah, I
biggest
can't ask you now.
bag.
Yeah, I get
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
Make
I
the
get it.
most
I get it.
sense.
I understand.
That's all.
I understand.
You know how
I
to,
understand.
to do that.
I understand what you're
You
saying.
know, that's what he
You know
do.
how to do that, don't he?
Yeah, he does that well.
He does it well.
He ain't famished. Not at all.
He's not famous.
He's not famished. What's the opposite of famished?
Man,
What's the opposite?
That nigga satiated like a
Yeah,
bug.
satiated.
Let me ask you a question. You said you didn't, the story you didn't rap about before.
Yeah.
Is it a reason, like, is there something about this medium, like the film or the TV screen, that makes this story easier to tell? Is there something about this method that's better for you? Is there a reason why you ain't rap it?
Just don't step on the dope.
No. Well, the reason I couldn't, the reason I didn't rap about it is because I really couldn't rap about it. I couldn't find like it's no pretty cool way or no bar that could really set up the
Experience.
the feeling of someone who you probably never met that don't believe in karma based off decisions they made when they were young. Like, how can I? You know what I'm saying? And O tells me once a week to stop beating myself up about things that I did when I wasn't fully. But I'm not trying to say like I got a body nowhere, nothing like that. But I've done things to people I love that I cannot believe. You know what I'm saying? And I can't, you know what I'm saying, believe that it's gonna come back and hunt me one day, or I'll drive myself crazy, bro. You
Is
dig
that
what I'm
survivor's
saying?
guilt? Is that like a form of survivor's guilt?
No, because even the people that I've done that to, they still are a lot. They're around
No,
too.
Remorse.
You know,
Sounds deeper than that to me.
it probably is. And so this film, all those 20 minutes, it's a form of therapy for me because I hadn't properly checked in and done that yet. So for me, I'm always unpacking. For example, we did a screening in Denver. I was like, my energy was different. How I was able to articulate on stage when it was Q&A. When I shot it in Atlanta, I'm looking at pictures of my head down a lot. My head down. Because I got friends in there that I've been knowing during this period. I got family in there. I don't know if they know. I don't know who know what or whatever. So
It's like you're
every
more vulnerable
picture,
there.
I'm like that. So as a grown man, this just really sent me free. You know what I'm saying, on some other stuff. So it really ain't about like what song. You know what I'm saying. You put a song out. This people, you know, sometimes we want to go platinum. Sometimes we want to be heard by a few other people. But this right here was a artistic way for me to express and unpack. You know, the keyword trauma, whatever I've been through, and then also, you know, everything that we've been through up to this point shaped us to be who we are right now, right? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not trying to say like I have a college degree, you know what I'm saying? I have a degree in psychology, but I also went to juvenile at 15 for some cocaine I had in my room and for her little lame boyfriend coming in the house, running from the police with and shit and bringing the police in our house. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? And then all through that, you know what I'm saying? That whole thing, playing sports, you know what I'm saying? Coaches taking the place of your father, the streets taking the place of your father. I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child. So it's me and moms and whoever my cousins and stuff are. So just navigating through that and still being successful and still not having a pity party and still getting myself up to go to school and get my own scholarship. My mama didn't come see me hoop till I went to college I was hooping all during high school and nobody showed up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never point the finger. I ain't never say, I honor my mother and my father the whole time. The Bible and the Honorable say that, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna never talk down on my parents. But it was like, you know.
But it hurt.
Yeah, it's like being I describe it as the zoo at night. Like, don't nobody know what happened that night at the zoo. Don't nobody in the world know. But I lived at the zoo. You know what I'm saying? So
I have speaking of hooping or hoopers, I do have a question maybe you can help clear up.
no, your shit fucked up, B. I saw your shit. I can't. Nah, B.
That's the clip.
That mama changed. That mama changed.
Hey, mama, I'm gonna show you this nigga shot.
I never claimed to be that. No.
Nah, but
I'm out of it.
Nah.
It's bad, right?
All right, cool though. I mean, you know, I got so much love for you, but don't do that no more.
and I don't plan on it. I don't plan on it. Don't do that. But you got to clear something up for us up here. You saying that LeBron James A&R the album? Do you remember when you said that?
The Rapper Go to the League project. Yeah. So,
are you standing in that still?
Well,
Yeah, that's the answer right there.
yes, because I had, I don't know, maybe 20-some songs, and I let him narrow down what I had been working on. And so I shared that with him. He had notes, and he still got songs in his phone that never came out and may not come out. So it was something, and I put it out. You know, I'm a conceptual nigga. I'm a Virgo. Check me out now. He had somebody tell him to shut up and dribble. I had an album called Rapper Go to the League. Now, I'm one of them people that do rap, and, you know what I mean? Boom. And also, they look at us like that's the only thing we can do. So it was a part of my whole, remember I had the blimp and everything. Let me pop it now. I'm in a blimp with them. I get the money out of Def Jam, get the blimp, run that one. So it was just a part of my whole rollout. Brian, my dog, the nigga in the Maybach listening to mute. Nigga, don't no other hooper, top greatest hooper, listen to none of our shit that we know out of. But Brian don't care who you is, bitch jam, and he in the back of the Maybach, damn near rapping your shit or whatever like that. So it was that kind of mutual respect, man. Come on, Joe. Come on now.
Yeah, we had fun with that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We did.
We had a good time with that. Because LeBron was in the studio.
Yeah, he came over. I'm like, I'm gonna run these songs. Woo, y'all tried to, yeah, but I rock with Dog, and I literally let him pick the songs that he thought should go on there. So yeah, that was his input.
I make jokes. I can't be mad though. He done bigged up a Joe Budden album. He done bigged up shit that you wouldn't expect him to listen to.
No, he really listens to music. He does, bro. I'm talking about, you go to one of his events where it's his playlist playing, you're gonna be tripping out. I give him that, you know what I'm saying? So I respect him on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say I put him in the booth, he wrote a hook, he, you know what I'm saying, brought me beats. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying any of that. But I could tell you on maybe the last Collie Grove album with me and Wayne, we had a song with KD on there, and he do it. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? You a fun. What's up, bro?
What's up, my man? You all right? You good? What's up, man? Y'all good? Good. I'm just listening. You know, I wanted to ask you a question. I see when you do talk about the story and when you start to get into Red Clay in your life, I see even now you go into a space mentally where it's like you hard on yourself, you know. And I know sometimes coming to that point of acknowledgement, it can be a hard road. So is Red Clay your only form of therapy, or is there anything else you're doing just to come to grips of what went on, what you did, and just to actually get over and accept it? You know what I mean? Because due to the people who's going to watch it, it may land on. Did you do anything? Are you doing anything else to sort of like find your peace?
That's a good question, bro.
Yeah, great question.
I mean, besides smoking, you know, I hadn't took the initiative. I no longer think it's like stereotypical to see somebody. I no longer think that. Obviously, I've been living long enough where I thought like you had to be crazy. So I don't think that at all. And I also don't think me studying psychology prepares me for what I've actually been through. I think it helps me navigate the space that I'm in because I understand like body language and for me, nature versus nurture and a lot of stuff like that I apply to like why I'm the way I act or whatever. But I haven't. But this film has done it. Like with this film, I had it for I don't know maybe 2 months, and Mama keep coming to the house. I ain't even telling her. She come to where we shooting at, but she never come inside. She sit outside. Her and my aunts. I got the film at home, and then I don't know. Finally, I tell her, "Can I share the film with you?" Ever since I showed her the film. I don't know why it took me this long, but I never knew how her and my father met. I never knew where they got married at. I never seen a picture. I never knew. I never knew so many things off just sharing those 20 minutes with her that she was able to share with me. I never knew I was conceived. I never knew any of those things. So this helped me. It helped us, and I guess it's like a conversation piece that I wouldn't normally know how to start with my mom. Like, man, I was just thinking, like, how you know this nigga? Like, how y'all even? I never knew. I never even knew. And she goes on to tell me like she had a dream about. I mean, just all these different layers to the story. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think that's been therapeutic because this whole time, and I knew my father died, a little bit over 10 years ago, but he was living with me when he passed away. We were cool like that. And I never thought that. It's just certain stuff that and maybe this will encourage somebody to maybe, if you don't know, find out how your parents linked up.
I say that all the time up here, and when I say it, the room look at me like I'm a fucking Martian.
What you mean, bro? Like,
because I have those talks with my mom.
How
right?
you start them though? Like you just,
me and my mom are real close. Me and my mom. So there is nothing that I can't say. So I ask it the way it's on my mind. Don't nobody know her like me. She know I talk. So I ask and she tell me about shit that I would have just never even imagined.
And wouldn't know.
Yeah. She tell me about who she was seeing when she left my dad, how they linked, who did what. It's like
you don't want to know.
Yeah. Exactly. And don't tell your father. And don't tell your father.
Cool.
But every time I say it, it's like, yo, I was born in 80.
Yeah.
I want to hear about the story that precedes me. Whether 60s, 70s, I want to know what my parents was on versus the parent that they were when I got here.
Absolutely.
It's fun. It's fun.
A lot of kids don't think that way, though. They don't think you're introduced to your parents by way of birth, so you don't really think about them having lives prior to you. And so you don't really think to ask those questions until you kind of get to an adult and maybe something's happening where you're just like, yo, I'm out of time and there's stuff I've never asked. So it usually happens, I feel like, later in life where you try to get to know the human being your parent is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, if you're fortunate enough, because it's the other side in terms of being a parent, that title right there, sometimes a parent can be closed off and, they're
not share the trauma they've been through or whatever.
Right. You know what I mean? Because every story's connected to, the threads all connected. And they, as a parent, you try to protect your kid from certain things, or they might not be old enough for this, that, and you never know when that day could come. But I wanted to go back to something that you said in terms of, not to speak for you, but Chainz is very transparent. Right, in life, and through the idea of when we use this word therapy, right? Therapy is many things. It's multidimensional. It's not just someone sitting talking to someone else in the office, and I feel like, and we have to. I'm only going back to that so that we recognize this as a community. You know what I'm saying? If you got your mans or maybe your homegirl or whomever that might be, a sibling, somebody that you could keep it 1,000 and y'all talk through.
That's therapy, huh?
You understand what I'm saying? And I only say that to go back to you because some of our conversations, they go for both of us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
that's true.
Damn,
that's true.
I just got a jewel or a different perspective on something. Yeah, I'm carrying it this way. Oh, it's not even like that. You know what I mean? And then to go forth and it's just like mama love. You finding out stuff. She like, yo, how we got the thing with the thing? She like, she telling the whole story. It's like I didn't even know that.
I call on three-way because I'm like, man, I've been staying in apartments my whole life and stuff, right? So then we get this house, and I'm really thinking, man, we still was poor. How we get this house? You say, oh yeah, man, in order to work at this real estate place, you had to get a house so they could do the fake loan and get the money back. I called, oh man, listen, man, I knew something was wrong because we was stealing lights, water, everything at this house. Mama said that was like a prerequisite. In order to get a job, you had to get a house. They gonna run all this fake stuff, appraisals, and then it's like, man, but I never would have known until we put this move. I just know I stay in the house and it's an extension cord going to them people's house. And I'm embarrassed then. You know what I'm saying? I'm embarrassed then. She know him.
I made a mistake up
We
here.
had some New Jersey people. We in New Jersey. You remember our neighbors from New Jersey? Oh my God. Mama hanging out with Dominique Wilkins them a long time ago at the Chit Chat Club.
Mama.
And her our neighbor across.
You say Keith Sweat?
And Keith Sweat.
Yeah, and it's not a good story, but I just remember our neighbors because her friend and her went out and stayed out all night. When they came home, the friend's boyfriend, he killed her and himself right across the street from my house. But I was really cool with her son and her daughter. They had the UN shoes and they would just put me on all this hip, everything hip hop, Brand Nubian, EDG and the Bull, all these old different names. They was from New Jersey, but that was they was like some people that we felt like they was relatives at the time, and I remember that was.
Hence, you see why we got 5 seasons waiting in the tuck.
Yeah, words.
Yeah, but that was I don't even want. I remember her name too. I don't want to. I don't want to say her name, but yeah.
Give me your Actors Guild review of Sinners.
What you mean?
Oh, that's
Never
a good
mind.
one.
Never mind.
No, what you mean?
Give me not your moviegoer review. Give me I'm Omar Epps with 35 years experience. This is what I think. This is what I thought when I saw the movie. Right? Like I saw the director's cut where Ryan was doing he was speaking in a language that I feel like maybe only movie actor, director people.
That was really fire.
That was some of the flyest shit I ever seen. About the different films.
Man, that was so fire.
Woo!
In his own little.
Yes. So I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I like
speak
that.
in your actor language about what you thought when you saw it.
Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I went to see that with the family. 2 things. I thought that was by far Michael B. Jordan's best performance.
Same.
He bodied that. That's
both of them.
He's a thespian. right.
Both of them. Yeah.
And with Coogler, man, I'm such I got so much respect for it's like if you took Spike Lee and F. Gary Gray and obviously, and he got his own thing. And I say that because, he knows how to make a cinematic, piece of art that's entertaining for the moviegoer, what we call popcorn movie. Like you just entertain, but that he's unapologetically black, man. And I love that. Man. You know what I mean? And he doesn't do it in a way where it's, message preachy. You know what I mean? It's entertaining, but the audience be talking, when you leave in the movie, people having conversations and and that's, to me, man, that's what it's all about.